Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Beam aboard for a new episode of Sunday Night Geek on 100.1 Bay FM with Angel Sky Cosplay, Sean, and the Big Dirty Nerd. Join us as we hop through time and space to bring you all the pop culture news and reviews from across the multiverse.
You've got to come back with me. Where? Back to the future.
And set the flux capacitor. Engage the warp drive as we travel to dimensions beyond with Sunday Night Geek.
Engage.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Sunday Night Geek. I am the Big Dirty Nerd, Jeff, and it's myself and Sean in the studio tonight. But, and I hope this actually worked, we have Angel Sky on Facebook. Angel Sky, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. I gotta turn her up a little bit. Let me see here now. Where's the headphones? I think that's what I gotta look for there. That's the headphones. But you can hear me, can you?
Oh yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, let me just see.
Put it on the phone. The volume on the phone.
Oh, maybe the volume on the phone is what's going to change, yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, say something now.
Say something now.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can hear you just fine. Okay. You're all the way out in St. John's. You've been out to Sci-Fi on the Rock all weekend. You're like our roving reporter.
Roving reporter. There we go.
And we're going to be joined by, I'm going to turn this up to gain on you a little bit more too so we can hear you better. We're going to be joined by Drew, who is going to be joining us in about 15 minutes or so to give us a little bit of a rundown. But why don't you, while we got you here, and I mean, you're only with us all night anyway, but while we got you here, why don't we get your impressions of this year's, what was this, like 15? Something like that? Sci-Fi on the Rock 15 or something?
17, I think.
17, almost 20 years.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 17.
That's absolutely insane and fantastic all at the same time.
Oh, yes, these.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is gesundheit.
So it looked like a really busy con,
Right.
From what I saw,
Yeah.
like the whole weekend. I mean, I'm sure someone will say numbers and tell you otherwise, like official.
Yep.
But from a attendee point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Friday was a little slower. I went in Friday. I never got there. When did I get there on Friday? I think I went down. Yeah, I went down in like the morning-ish, and I was there, and I checked out the dealer's room, checked out where everything was, that kind of stuff. Realistically, I didn't spend a whole lot of time at the con this weekend. I spent a bit, but not like a crazy amount.
Right.
So Friday went in, spent in the dealer's room, bought my stuff, missed out on something in like 10 minutes. The person before me bought it.
Oh, bummer.
I was like, oh, but at the same time, I'm kind of relieved because I would have spent a lot more money.
Right.
So I was like, on the plus side, on the bonus side, yeah. Got a few cool things. Then I left the convention and I actually went shopping in St. John's.
Oh.
I went to like Michael's and.
Hey, you're out in town for 3 or 4 days. You're just about to go do all that while you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my first night I went downtown and walked around a bit and went into Downtown Comics.
Right.
And talked to them a bit. There was quite a few people actually in for the con. When I was there was people like from the West Coast that was there for the convention.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was kind of neat. And then, so then on, like I said, Friday I went, and because I knew Saturday I was going to be in costume, so I was like, well, I didn't want to bring like hardly anything with me.
Yes.
Didn't want bags and stuff because even though there's parking at the hotel, I might have not gotten parking at the hotel, and I might have had to park elsewhere and walked to the hotel.
Right.
So I didn't want to like have anything. So I figured I'll get all my shopping done first. So Saturday I got up early, went down to the convention, I was there by like just before 10 o'clock. I think it was like 9:45, something like that in the morning.
Oh, okay.
And,
So just after the doors opened.
just after the doors opened,
Yeah.
they were just like opening everything up, and I managed to snag a parking spot on the lot, which was nice. So it was like bonus. Then, yeah, so I was in cosplay all of Saturday. I was dressed up as Alistair, of course, from Hassan Hotel.
Yep.
And walked around, talked to some people, met a bunch of people there, you know, just kind of hung around the con. At about 2:30 in the afternoon, it was jam-packed.
Nice.
And there were still people buying tickets to come in.
Nice. I love hearing that, say.
It was it was crazy.
Good.
Like it was brutally packed like sardines in the dealer's room.
Oh, okay. That's cool, but also a little bit dangerous.
It reminded me of the year we went to HowCon,
Yeah. And the fire marshal had to shut everything down.
and they had to shut everything down.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
Wow.
And I went down around the corner at the convention and turned the corner to go down the dealer's room at one point and went, nope, guess not. Turned around, went back out of the dealer's room because I'm like, there's too many people in there.
It's
I
too
cannot-
peoply.
It's too peoply. It was too peoply. And I was like, and then everywhere it was just so many people. It was crazy. It was a lot of people for, well, it's not a small space, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
Because the dealer's room itself is that big room, and the room outside.
Yeah.
Like, right? And it was filled.
Yeah.
Like, holy moly. Like the outsides were kind of like you could walk around, but in between the tables and stuff.
Right.
Like, it was like, holy moly, someone's touching me on either side.
Yeah, that can be a little bit crazy. I mean, you got that many people packed in back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
But I mean, like, people like that, but I do not.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I would have liked that pre-pandemic, but now I'm kind of like, no, get me the hell out of here.
so you know, and it was warm. It was very warm.
Oh, I imagine.
So, you know, being that warm and me in cosplay, I was like, oh, outside I go. And then you go outside.
Did they have
cool
air
off,
conditioning?
And it was like snowing. It was snowing on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Oof.
Yeah. It was like haily snow and rain and haily snow.
Oh.
And then it was like flaky snow.
Oh.
And then it went back to haily snow again. I was like, oh my God. So, and then it stops at periods. It was like crazy,
Yeah.
like the weather outside.
Typical Newfoundland weather, all 4 seasons in one day.
But I'd go outside to cool off, and I'd be like, okay, it's way too cold. I gotta go back inside.
Yeah.
So I'd go back inside, and I'd be inside for a little bit, and I'm like, it's way too warm. I gotta go outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple of times of that, and I was like, by 3:30 in the afternoon, I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
I saw your post. It was like, no, I'm out of here.
Well, I went, and I found it too cold outside, and I found it too warm inside. So because the car was on the lot, I went and sat in the car for a little bit. If I could, like, decompress and like
Turn on the air
be
conditioning.
away from people and not. So I sat in the car for a little bit, and then I'm like, why am I here sitting in a car?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You didn't go to St. John's to sit in a car.
no.
No.
So I was like, okay, I can do other things. So anyway, I left.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll come back tomorrow.
I've been seeing a lot of pictures of it from a lot of different people. It like wow.
It's like normal. Like,
That was kind of my dig. Not seeing pictures from Angel Sky because Angel Sky.
I think I took like a couple pictures of some merchandise and 2 cosplayers.
Well, I think we need to reevaluate your role as the roving reporter, because if you're going to be doing any kind of journalistic endeavors, you got to be able to take photographs. I don't know.
No.
I don't know, Angel Sky. I don't know.
Well, we're on the radio.
True enough, we are.
We're on the radio. People can't see pictures anyway.
That's right. That's right. But no, it looked like a hell of a lot of fun. I haven't been out since, I think it was the last one I went to was 2018 or 2019.
I think that was the last one that, I think we went out to that one. I was there too.
Yeah.
2018, I think it was.
Yeah, because that was the year that me and Dylan stayed in the hotel, and you guys stayed at
DoubleTree. Me and
Catherine? Melissa stayed at the DoubleTree across the road. Yeah.
Yeah, across the road.
Yeah, that was the year that Dylan. Well, I mean, that was the year that Dylan almost smothered me in my sleep because I was snoring way too much. I mean, you know what that's all about. Like, it's just.
And if I remember that one correctly, it was in April.
Yes.
And that was the year that I had made my Leafa cosplay.
Yes.
Sort out online.
Yeah.
And I remember going down to the hotel and walking up, like leaving the hotel and walking up in the snow because it was snowing that weekend.
It was snowing that weekend, yeah, so it was. Yeah, I remember that as well.
Yeah.
Because every time you'd step outside, it'd be like, oh, there's more snow on the ground. Yay. Did you get to see any of the guests? I know that Garrett Wong and...
I didn't see them. I saw them as in they were sitting at their table signing autographs and stuff.
Right.
But I didn't, see them.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
talk to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's too bad, but you know.
I saw Garrett.
Yeah.
I saw the 2 Sailor Moon voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were there. The 2 Sailor Moon voice actors were really popular.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Lineups for them.
Yep.
Then, are you getting a call?
We're getting a call, so I'm going to see if I got the right one here now. That looks like it might be just about the right time for Drew to be calling in. So let me just see if I got the right one.
Sure.
Hello, Drew. Okay, not that line. Let's try the other one. Hello, Drew? No, what's going on here? It's blinking, but it's not. I'm not
It's
able.
not one of these.
No, that's all CD. Oh, he's gone. Aux cable guest. I don't know what's going on here.
Is it because I'm on?
No, that shouldn't be it at all.
You're a different input.
Telephone 1, telephone 2. I don't know why it's not. Oh, that didn't work.
Oh no.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know how to work this anymore. It's all strange. I should send him a message and see if that was him and get him to call back. Hang on a second here now. Okay, so you keep talking.
Yeah, so they were there at the dealer's room. There was a lot of just a lot of different things there. There was a
New phone
guy
system since
which
September.
I got 3D prints and stuff. He's out of Port aux Basques. He's been to Atlanticon.
Yeah.
He was there 2 years ago. I got a figurine from him.
Yeah.
And then there was people selling a variety of things. There was some official merch stuff, and there was people who made things. There was crochet stuff. There was a bit of Lolita stuff. There was a lady there selling her books that I was very tempted actually to buy, but I reminded myself that I haven't read the ones that I currently have, so I was like, oh well. And then there was people selling pins, people selling artwork. There was a lady that sold looks like monsters. There was different type of monsters, plush.
Okay, hang on. Okay, we're gonna try this again here, Angel Sky, and see if we can get. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this.
Cody's give me instructions at some point as well.
Drew.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, there we go. We got it figured out. All right, excellent. Now let's make sure we still got Angel Sky on the line as well. Angel Sky, you still there?
I am. I don't know if I can hear them though.
Okay, so you might not be. So Drew, we've got Angel Sky. She's actually at a B&B just outside, or just in St. John's. There, she was out this weekend. So she's gonna stick around online. I don't know if she can hear you, but she's been giving us kind of a rundown on what was going on. Man, it sounds like it was an absolute blast. Give us some information there, pal.
We're just breaking everything down here now, closing up the vendor room after the full long weekend. We set up on Thursday. It was our busiest one to date.
She was saying Saturday was packed. Do you have any numbers for us?
We don't have any official numbers, but we have just above last year's numbers by comparison.
Wow.
We haven't like fully finished out closing out the reports and all that kind of stuff yet, but
Right.
definitely over like 35, probably 4,000.
Oh,
like
wow.
big year.
That is a big year. That is a big year. And what number was this? Was this 17?
This was 17 indeed, yeah.
Man, you guys are almost 20 years old.
I know. We had those two missed years, and we have picked up from there running.
Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. What was a highlight for you, Drew?
Highlight for me was honestly just seeing the vendor room packed. The thing I'm in charge of most is booking vendors and making sure the vendor room is like curated and has a nice variety.
Right.
Just seeing that foot traffic going through on Saturday, and normally Sunday is kind of a slower day.
Right.
Sunday was busier than most Sundays in previous years.
And that's kind of interesting to say, because like you know, through all the experience that we have with conventions, you guys have with conventions, anybody that's done any kind of conventioneering work, Sundays is usually kind of like and there's not a whole hell of a lot going on, so you know, let's just take it easy. But so you're saying that today was a busy Sunday as opposed to other years.
Exactly. For Friday was a typically slow start, picked up, got busy. Saturday was full on feet on the ground,
Yep.
and then Sunday we promised our vendors a nice relaxing wind down, and we lied to them. we lied hard.
That's actually that's a good lie to tell them. Well, it's going to be a slow day on Sunday, and they're all running around going, where's the slow day to? What are you guys talking about?
The only thing I can think of is, since we do have our big costume contest on Sunday,
Yep.
that people kind of come in and start to trickle in, and they get busier and thicker because they want to be there for when the costume contest happens.
Yeah.
While they're waiting,
Yeah.
they go through the events and the panels and the vendors.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys had a fantastic guest list this year. I mean, you guys had Chase Masterson from Deep Space Nine, Garrett Wang from Voyager, the couple of Sailor Moon actors or voice actors that you had, I wasn't overly familiar with, but Angel Sky was telling us they seemed to just draw the crowd in. They really brought in the numbers for the convention, the voice actors did.
I will definitely tell you that there was someone in the line at all times that wanted to speak to each one of our guests. They did not have much in the way of lulls. They snuck away for sandwiches at lunchtimes, and I swear they were running back to their tables to talk to people.
Nice.
It was great to see, to be honest. We never know how someone's going to be received.
Yeah.
So seeing that the fandoms, even like older fandoms, like, I'm going to age myself, like Sailor Moon, not a recent cartoon.
Yeah, that's right.
People show up, and of all ages, they just want to talk to them. They want to get a character saying a quote just face to face, and people scream from across the room. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Oh, is it ever, man? There's something to be said about the energy of a convention. Like you get to hang out with quote unquote your people for a couple of days and get to reconnect and charge those batteries and stuff, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. So
yeah, if you haven't seen the energy of a convention, like, you don't know what it's like until you walk through those doors, hang out for a few hours, meet some new friends that you didn't know you were going to meet.
Yeah.
And oh my God, what a wind down.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Like, you guys have been full on now. Well, I mean, realistically, the lead up to a convention starts about, like, the serious lead up, the real boots on the ground lead up, takes about a month before the convention, and then you guys are just flat out from that point forward until it's all done, and then you start planning again.
The actual days.
What's that?
Definitely month to 2 months before the actual days is when we are meeting weekly as the committee, and we're taking notes, making plans, we're making sure everything's falling in line, making sure nothing's been forgotten, doing the last minute details, the logistics, the shipping in of things, because we're on an island. That's something a lot of places don't have to deal with.
Yep.
A lot. But it's fun. We do it like we're all volunteers, and we show up every year, and I don't know why some of us keep showing up. But we enjoy it.
Yeah, you got to be a special person to really take something like this on, and especially you, because like you were saying, you're in charge of the vendors and making sure the vendor room is curated, and making sure people are getting in there, and of course that also means making sure the vendors are happy and satisfied and taken care of. So that's a big role, man. Like, and you've been doing that now for a number of years, haven't you?
I've been here, I think it was like, I want to say 7 or 8, sci-fi 7 or 8.
Wow.
I jumped on as a minion to one of our other committee members, May Dalton.
Yep.
She drafted me on as a volunteer, and now 2 of us tag team the vendors.
Yeah, and that's a big role. Is Darren still on his 2 feet?
Last I saw him, he was walking away, so let's tell down past that. But we're having a committee supper here now shortly, and I'll let you know if he survived it.
Nice. That sounds good. That sounds great. Any sneak peeks for next year? I'm hoping to be back next year. I don't know. The last few years have been a little bit rough, but I'm slowly coming out of it. So I'm hoping to be back next year. Any sneak peeks? What can I look forward to? Can you tell me anything?
You can look forward to seeing my pretty face.
Oh, there we go. I'm sold.
Details for you. But you just have to follow us on our social media.
Oh, of course.
We'll put up our dates, and we'll have all of our details as they get announced. Like, it takes us time, obviously, as you know, to get like contracts and stuff for the guests.
Yeah.
As they're signed up, we'll get them announced because we want to get as much vibe going for them as we can, so we can get as many people booking their time off and getting their holiday days in and showing up to support us, because we just love seeing the bodies.
Yeah, absolutely.
The smiles and the faces, the like 12-year-olds, the 90-year-olds, they all come in and they're all just shoulder to shoulder having the best time I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. That's what you can look forward to, is the smiles shoulder to shoulder.
There you go. See, that's exactly it. That's what we all want to see when we're going to conventions. Drew, thanks very much for calling in. Tell everyone we said hello. Go enjoy your very brief downtime, because I know you guys are going to be getting back at it now very, very shortly. Go enjoy your supper. Give everyone a hug and a well, I won't say a kiss, but give everybody a hug for us.
I'll give Darren the hug and the kiss.
You can do that for Darren. Absolutely. All right, brother. That's Drew calling in from St. John's. He is the vendor. What are we going to call you? Vendor manager? Vendor coordinator?
I'm the vice chair of the committee, but yeah, vendor coordinator works.
Okay. Sci-Fi on the Rock?
You give me, I'm not proud.
What's that?
I'll take whatever title you give me. I'm not proud.
He is the awesome supreme being of making sure all the vendors are taken care of at Sci-Fi on the Rock. Drew, thanks very much for calling in, man. You go enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll be talking to you shortly.
All right. Have a nice night, and I'll be seeing you next year.
You too. All right, buddy. Take care. And there we go. Angel Sky, you still with us?
I am.
Okay, let me just.
I couldn't hear him, but I could hear you.
Okay, I got to make sure now. I still got a button on here. Do I hang this up? I wonder. Oh, it's gone. Okay, good. Whew, the button went off all by itself, so I don't need to worry about doing anything.
I didn't actually hear how many did they say they had.
He figures around 4,000.
Ooh, that's a pretty good number.
That's a very, very good number. So that's when you're living in a place like Newfoundland, like you look at all the conventions on the mainland, and they're pumping out numbers like 10, 15, 20, 25,000. 4,000 for a province this size, this and quote unquote this remote. Man, that's fantastic. That's
pretty good.
That's awesome. So. But yeah, so and he like you said, Saturday was their big day. He said it was just flat out from dusk to dawn, or from dawn to dusk. So that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yep. All right, moving on from. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the weather today was a little bit better.
Yeah, well, that's good.
That might have been what drew people in on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's been good here too. It hasn't really snowed.
No, it's been a beautiful day here. Well, it was all right too yesterday.
We just had a couple of dashes of it yesterday.
Yeah. All right, moving on from the convention circuit scene and all that things. Did you guys catch up on Daredevil this week?
Well, when did it come on? Can't remember.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yes, then we watched it.
You watched both episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was the bank robbery.
The bank robbery episode, the first one. Yeah, that was.
I like that one.
I love that. It had like this little bit of cutesy fun to it, like making the connection to Miss Marvel, like that's her dad that he was dealing with at the bank and stuff.
What kind of lawyer are you?
A good one.
A good one.
A good lawyer. I like that. Like I thought that was a nice little tie-in with a couple of nice little Easter eggs. We know Ms. Marvel has her own Funko Pop now, and that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
It was a very self-contained episode too.
Yeah, just random.
Very much. It was very much a box episode. Like it didn't have anything else to do with what was going on in the story. There was a little bit of seeing Wilson Fisk and whatnot going on there, but not a whole lot. Not really a whole amount. We didn't get much into the main story until the second episode that was released last week. And man, that got dark fast.
Yeah.
They go to take down the murals that Muse has been painting, and it turns out He's mixing his victim's blood into the paint and then sealing it with an epoxy that won't come off the buildings. That's kind of gruesome. Definitely not. This is definitely not a kid's show.
No.
No. So,
Yeah.
a lot, and I was kind of hoping to see more of the Punisher, but we didn't. But we did get that neat little thing where Matt's girlfriend, the psychiatrist, wants to do an interview with Frank Castle, and he's like, "You want to interview the Punisher?" And she's like, "Yeah." Well, he's like, "No, you do not want to interview the Punisher." But she's writing a book on vigilantism in New York, so maybe she does.
Punisher's War Journal?
Punisher's War Journal. Hey, that'd be an interesting read. I think it would be anyway.
Yeah, as somebody in a group I was in, I actually just went back and rewatched that movie.
Oh, Punisher. Was it War Journal or War Zone?
Zone, I think.
War Zone, yeah. The one with Ray Stevenson? Yeah. Yeah. Who was probably, I think Ray Stevenson was probably the most accurate looking on-screen Frank Castle there was.
A wall with legs.
Yeah, right. Like he's such a big man, and that's kind of the way I've always looked at the Punisher, right? And no offense to Johnny Barenthal or what was the guy who played him before?
Thomas Jane.
Not exactly physically imposing. I don't think they are anyway. Dolph Lundgren, of course, played the Punisher back in like the 1980s.
Yeah, Louis Gossett Jr. It was the same company who made that Captain America one where he always gets sick in the car.
Yeah. He was a little more like Frank, looked like Frank.
Yeah.
But they didn't. It was called the Punisher, but they really didn't do anything Punisher-ish.
Just took this big Swedish guy and dyed his hair black.
Pretty much. That was it. That was it.
Hey, He-Man, now you're the Punisher.
Right, exactly.
They revealed some names for Avengers Doomsday.
That was a huge reveal.
Yeah, they needed the pump.
Oh, did they ever?
Yeah, but it's a pump.
It's a big pump. I mean, we've got everybody from Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, James Marsters was another one, Paul Rudd. Just a ton of the Fox characters are going to be in this movie. Pedro Pascal, what was her name? Christine Kirby?
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Kirby.
Yeah.
She's British, I believe.
What's his name? Ross Ben Backrack or Backrack? I can't remember his name. Eldon Moss Backrack?
Who? Yeah, he's also in The Punisher.
Yes, he is.
As Microchip.
As Microchip. Right. So he is. Yes, that's right. You're 100% correct. He did play Microchip in the Netflix series. And he's, of course, well known on that Disney Plus series or Hulu series, The Bear.
Oh, it's great.
Which is a fantastic show.
It's great.
So there's a lot of talent that has been named for this movie, and apparently they're not done yet.
No.
Right?
I said they're going to keep some stuff under wraps.
Yeah.
DC and Marvel are also going to be doing some crossovers again this summer.
I saw that, yeah. They're back in talks to do some crossovers. And I know Angel Sky is not really chiming in right now. Angel Sky, are you even still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you still awake?
Yep.
So
I have enough sugar in me, don't worry.
Oh, you're bouncing off the walls, are you?
No, not bouncing.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Sean is actually, I think he's just chewed down like 15 lollipops here. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Okay. 5. All right. So not quite 15.
I ran out of sugar for my coffee. I had to get some later, so I needed to perk my little blood glucose level up because that's all the sugar taken is a couple here and there with the coffee.
Oh, okay. All I know is, man, I watching you eat that, I was like, oh, my blood sugar is going up from that.
I've been eating like no candy the weekend though. Like while she's been gone, me and Toby have been hanging out. I'll make I bought really basic food like chicken nuggets or hot dogs or burgers, and like Toby will have like a hot dog as a treat sometimes.
Yeah, but
like that and sugar-free pop.
Oh, okay.
The only sugar I really take in is my coffee.
Right.
Like I'm a sucker for candy, but it's a very maybe once a week thing. There's candy in the house, but I'm just like, But these are warhead suckers, so they have a little tang to them.
I have not been eating well.
Oh, you're on the road. You're not supposed to eat well on the road.
Just buy some Imodium and Pepto.
But not well things.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, did you go to Burger King?
No, I went to all you can eat sushi.
Oh, God. Did they kick you out?
No.
That's the place we went to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Before, yeah. You just sit down, they bring it to you.
Wow.
And it's not just sushi. There's other things like braised ribs and everything.
Yeah, you can get other things with it too. But I always look at the price and then figure out how many things I should order to make it worth my while.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So what was all you can eat sushi place? What was the price?
It was like $30.
Well, that's not bad. So you ordered $30 worth of food, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you had a couple appetizer things, and then you have like a couple of things of sushi, and then a couple more things of sushi. So I think I had like a couple appetizers, like pieces, single pieces.
Right.
And like 4 little sushi things, and then some ice cream.
Nice. That's a nice little treat for yourself. See, look, going on vacation, treating yourself. Holy Lord, living your best life.
I've been eating like
this is my life. I would be so happy. I bought myself a lotto ticket, but I didn't win.
Bummer.
No, I know.
Bummer.
Today would have been yesterday would have been a much different day.
Yeah. If you won a lotto ticket, yeah, sure, of course.
Lotteria.
Yeah, what were you going to say there, Sean?
I was just going to say, meanwhile, I've been eating like a 6-year-old's birthday party all weekend, except for the cake.
Man, that's generally the way I eat anyway. I still eat like a teenager. It's gross.
I found out, like, you get Rice Krispie scores to those parties real quick for food. You can make them, but instead of using Rice Krispies, you use Ruffled chips.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yep.
That'd be so good.
I can make that at some point.
Speaking of Ruffled chips, I don't know why this just popped into my head. Angel Sky, were you talking to Fat Apollo?
Briefly.
Briefly?
We had a chat.
Okay, how's he doing?
He's doing okay.
Yeah?
We met outside Saturday morning cartoons.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
He was like in the thing. I walked in, and of course I had my Alistair cosplay on, and they were just starting it up. And the guy running it goes, "I can't play your cartoons." And I said, and Pat Apollo was like, "No." And then he was like, "Yeah, the hotel won't let me play any of that inside the hotel."
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
What was that I just kicked?
Oh, there's that little foot stand. You can put your feet right on that and just arrest them.
I said I told him you said hi.
Good.
And that the stars didn't align for you to be here this weekend.
Yeah.
Although I tried to get you here.
Yeah, it just didn't work.
That's okay.
It just didn't work out.
Oh well.
Next year, hopefully next year, things will be. I'll be able to do some more traveling and be able to get out and come back to it, and yeah, it'll be really nice. But I gotta get over this thing about crowds I have here recently. Like I just no thank you to crowds. Even the thought of it. Oh, no thank you. No crowds for Jeff. No thank you.
You should come out next weekend.
You know what? I might. I'm not working, so I might pop down. So you're obviously talking about. What?
You know what you should do?
What?
You should bring the remote gear and do some remote
On the
stuff.
spot.
Oh, I never thought about that. That's not a bad idea either. Now I don't even know where the remote gear is around here anymore.
You ever see that show Radio Shack? Zigzag, you mean?
No.
Oh, there's this guy, Mr. Biff. You could be Mr. Biff, who's just like he has like he pretends to be a really bad interviewer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just do some remoting in from the as what we're talking about is the Landicon is next weekend,
Yes, that's right.
or the one coming up.
Yes.
Next weekend?
Yeah, no, it will be next weekend. Yeah, so April, was that April 4th, 5th, and 6th?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a calendar in front of me. Oh, I do have a calendar in front of me, but I can't see
Friday,
it.
Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what was it, 2nd, 3rd? Yeah, 4th, 5th, and 6th, yeah.
And they are actually doing it Friday this year.
Yeah, which is good to see. And that's at the Greenwood, right?
So it's at Greenwood.
Yep.
Yep. And so, but yeah, so apparently they have, because I was talking to Jeff Power today.
Yep.
We stood and talked for a little bit about next weekend. And apparently we've got the vendor room is full.
Good.
So that's good to know. There won't be a costume contest. I just don't. Well, we didn't get the Rotary Art Center. And there's just not a whole lot of space there at the Greenwood
Right.
to do so.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to figure out something else for the fall. Whether we're still at that location and we can get the Rotary Art Center, or if we're in a different location is unsure yet.
Right.
But we're probably just going to do like kind of like a little costume parade kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of
People
cool.
can see like the costumes and stuff like that, but there won't be a contest.
Right. So no contest. So
for the
nothing.
spring one.
Yeah, nothing like prizes or nothing like that. It'd just be a costume parade, just to show off your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. A lot of places do those costume parades where you come down and you show off your costume and yeah.
I talked to him a bit about it, and like I said, Friday they're going to open the con to the public, probably in the afternoon. I don't have the exact time. I can't remember, or if he told me, I can't remember it.
Right.
It's probably like 3 o'clock. I'm thinking 2 or 3 or something like that in the afternoon.
Okay, just in time for school to get out.
Pardon?
Just in time for school to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah. And then it'll run Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And yeah.
Who are the guests?
And,
Are there any guests? Like, are there any?
Tiffany Grant.
Who?
Tiffany Grant, voice actress. She's a guest.
She's a voice actor.
Okay.
She does like a whole bunch of different stuff.
Okay. Anything I might know?
Let me find out for you. I will Google through that.
Because the name sounds familiar. I just can't picture who she might have done.
Tiffany Grant, voice actress. Well, she's done Asuka.
Oh, okay. So she's done a lot of pure anime. From the looks of this.
I'm holding him up a picture of the
Yeah.
the post.
Okay. No, I don't know any of those characters. But that's okay.
There is, if anybody is wondering, there is a website called Behind the Voice Actors.
Okay.
And they always usually put up, like, you can search by the voice actor and it'll show you pictures of all the characters that they've after voicing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, her birthday's 3 days after mine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is she older or younger?
She's in October. It doesn't say, because it doesn't have a date, like a year.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, look at that. Asuka. She's done stuff in One Piece.
Oh, I know One Piece.
Yeah, a couple. I don't know if it doesn't seem like anything like major, but some support characters.
Okay.
Let me see. Some of them I don't know. I don't know any of these, like, these things. Don't know any of these characters. A couple from the Fate series.
Okay.
But I don't watch that one. And it's got ads, so it's slow.
Oh, of course.
Evangelion.
Oh, she was in Evangelion?
That's
Yeah. She was.
the red suit right there.
Oh, okay.
The redhead.
The German girl.
That's one I actually know.
Girl.
That's actually one I actually know. Evangelion.
I was just looking at it now. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, the German girl that the main character has a little infatuation with, I would guess.
Oh, okay.
We can say. That's all we can say on the air.
And that's, bringing a voice actor guest here, like, at first it seems counterintuitive, but the voice actors have always been the ones who have done the best at Atlanticon.
Yeah.
Right? There is such a fan base here for...
Nice too, because if they've done multiple things,
Yes.
like, okay, you might not know them from this, but you'll know them from this.
From that, exactly, yeah. You might not know them from over here, but that was like the voice actor we had come here. Oh my goodness, I can't remember her name. Short little blonde one.
short little blonde one.
It was the first. It was the first or second year we went down to the Civic Center. That was the year that. Why can't I remember her name? Anyway, she was like busy all weekend because people wanted to talk to her.
Yeah.
When I say blonde, she actually had blonde hair with pink highlights, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Why can't I remember her name?
I don't remember.
I think that was the same year Gary Chalk was here.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Okay.
Because I think it was Gary Chalk, her, and...
There was a cosplayer when Gary Chalk was there.
Marie-Claude Bourbonnais was another one. And Karen Nicole was... No, that was a different year. I'm getting them all mixed up now. All the years have run together!
Doors open Friday at 3.
What's that?
Doors open Friday at 3, she was wondering.
Yeah. So doors open Friday at 3 at the Greenwood. Okay.
I just checked.
No. Sean just checked.
Okay.
He's looking. He's doing his
The due diligence.
His diligence.
Because I'm going to be in the video game room.
What's ticket prices there, Sean? Is that information there as well?
Double check.
If we're going to do a blast, let's do a blast.
They did
And I do know that the voice actor, from what I was talking to the event coordinator about, is she doesn't charge for autograph, but she brings stuff along to for people to purchase to sign.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Did you find the ticket prices, Sean?
It's loading now.
Oh, okay.
Atticon has a Square site.
Oh, okay. So you can buy your tickets online.
Yep, you can buy your tickets in advance.
Nice.
Atticon.square.site, and I'm just waiting for it to load for me now. Well, my tablet's a little slow. Atlanticon 25, Spring Child Friday $5. Why did this just switch to Spring Child Saturday or Sunday Pass is 10. Weekend Pass for Child is 20. Spring Regular Friday is 10. Saturday or Sunday Pass is 20 for a regular, and Weekend Pass is 35 for regular. And you can do a 4-person Weekend Pass for 90. And taxes include HST in the price, and ages 5 and under are free. Children must be accompanied by an adult. Person with a disability are eligible for no-charge companion pass. You can buy your pass online or at the door, and your companion at the door. Customers encouraged, but not required.
There you go.
That's the long and the short of it.
Yep.
And of course, Sean is doing our gaming room.
Yep.
And there's going to be retro, and there's going to be VR, there'll be the Switch, of course. Everybody wants to play the Smash.
Yep. That sounds like a time.
Sounds like a time.
There'll be space there, too, for if people want a card game or tabletop or anything like that there. There'll be a couple tables there.
Yeah, I might pop down. Like I said, I'm not working this Saturday, so I might pop down for an hour just to say, hey, just take a look around and be like, yeah, okay. Check out the vendors. I'm always on the hunt for a good vendor.
She did a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood voice.
Who did?
Our guest actor, Tiffany Grant.
Oh, okay.
She is one of the people from Scar's group that he has. I know the I know the character,
right.
But she's not like a main character, but she's in quite a few episodes.
So if you're in, like, if anybody's into anime, this is somebody that they should really, come down and see.
Or in High School Host Club, she was in that too.
Okay.
She played the maid to the little girl who thinks Tamaki's her brother, but he's not.
You're in a harem.
That was all double Greek to me because I have no idea about any of these anime.
I watched that with her.
But that's okay. I don't need to be in anime to enjoy a good Geek Fest.
That's true.
Plus, West Street has a lot of takeouts.
And apparently she likes to... Oh, she was into Bassa.
You're finding out things with your guest.
That's one of her favorites.
I know. I'm like, she has a big list of things.
Right.
Prolific.
And it looks like mostly supporting characters. And again, the one from Tabasa, Reservoir Chronicles, that I'm totally in love with. She's again a supporting character, but that's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah. That is very cool.
Yeah.
But apparently she's very friendly. She likes to talk to people and guests and stuff like that. So she should have a good time.
That's what you really need for a good guest, is a guest who can relate and talk. I mean, we've seen some, in our travels, we've seen some fantastic guests, and we've seen some not so fantastic guests.
Yeah.
We'll not mention any names or anything, but it's a very interesting dichotomy between. I mean, they're people. They're people. They have good days. They have bad days. So you kind of got to understand that. And for a lot of them, they're traveling here from places like Los Angeles and whatnot, and
she's coming from the States.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear sirens on her end.
I hear sirens on her end too.
Yeah, there's sirens like going up the road. I don't know. They're not from here.
Oh, okay. All right. They're not coming to get you?
I'm in St. John's. Like that's pretty normal.
That's pretty normal. It's like being in New York. All you're going to hear is sirens and horns blaring.
That's one thing is we'll hear near our place, though. There's a ambulance place up near our spot. Upper part of O'Connell.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Before the Orange Store.
Yeah. Actually, down. No, yeah, it's pretty much right across from it, isn't it? Yes.
Not quite.
Not
You
quite
gotta
down a little
pass
bit.
the other gas station, too.
We see them flying up Riverside Drive all the time.
Toby's favorite.
That's a pain in the ass. Ambulances flying up Riverside Drive or flying up down the road. But, it always scares me when I see an ambulance with its lights on, but not the siren, or not the siren itself, because that's usually not a good sign. I don't think it is.
Reacher finished up.
Reacher finished. Man, oh man!
The fight, but it was going to be like the Family Guy giant chicken fight.
That's what it felt like.
It's just like they were just fighting in different spots.
Yeah, because when Polly had what looked like defeat at Reacher. I don't want to say how it was because it was kind of hardcore. When he's walks away from Reacher, you're like, well, Reacher's going to get out of that because he's the main character.
Yeah.
But then when Reacher, I thought he offed Polly.
Yeah.
And then Polly just comes out of the woods and starts running after him. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, this is going to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny, though, when he was left hanging there, and he's like, oh, wait, I'm just strong enough to do this. I have all these muscles. I must use them.
Yeah. So, excellent series. I cannot wait for season 4.
The littlest hobo with guns.
The littlest hobo with guns. That's exactly what it is.
The littlest hobo with guns.
Because he doesn't want to get involved in anything, but he always...
He's a drifter.
Trouble finds him, though. Right, like he doesn't want to get involved in anything.
Runners and
drug lords and
military dudes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they're doing a spin-off series based on Neely, eh?
Yeah.
So and that started production this past week.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested in seeing that too because I like
She's
her.
a good little character.
Yeah, she's gone from being a supporting cast to being a main character, and I like that. Like she is right on.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Right? Like she's almost like the female version of Reacher.
Yeah. She
Right?
she likes her breakfast cereal.
She likes her breakfast cereal, except the fact that she actually has a job and
Emotions.
has money and stuff, and has emotions.
Yeah, she's like a private investigator or something.
Yeah. But excellent series. Oh, so good. Much better than the Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah.
Right?
There hasn't been too much on. Try to remember there's something else came on.
It was Daredevil, and we still do not have.
Question: there's like a spin-off series now. When she gets back now, we're going to start watching it. There's like in the world of like people at comic shops and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
In the world of Mythic Quest.
Okay.
And it was weird.
We still have not got a release date or a premiere date for Strange New Worlds.
No.
Holy crap!
Although I was watching TV, which is the weirdest thing ever, by the way.
Yeah.
Because we never watched TV.
No.
It had ads. And The Handmaid's Tale new season is coming out soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is. That's right.
Oh, and The Last of Us.
Yeah, that's coming soon.
Last of Us.
This month. coming.
Yeah. April 13th.
Apparently Friday we're going to get a Superman trailer.
This Friday?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because that was just a teaser we saw.
Yeah, it was just a teaser. There was nothing relevant in it. It was just kind of like, here's some pretty pictures. Here's Nathan Fillion with a bowl cut.
That was relevant. The bowl cut.
Oh, that was absolutely relevant. It was just enough to piss off the toxic fanboys who are like,
the best part is
he looks exactly like Guy Gardner.
Best part is he said he's going to be playing an arsehole.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what Guy Gardner is.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Guy Gardner is a jerk. He should never have been a Green Lantern.
If we get the one punch scene, I'll be grateful.
Oh my God.
That's true.
That would be awesome. The one punch scene.
Yeah. But we get Crypto.
Yep. Yeah. So if we get the one punch scene.
Yeah. He said he's looking at a lot of the Justice League 80s, like the 80s post-crisis.
But we know Batman's not in this, so it can't be Batman. It would be somebody else. It can't be Superman. Superman
Maybe just see Batman's feet. Maybe just see Batman's feet. And he's like, oh, you remember Guy? Yeah, Guy. He got shamed a little bit. And you just see him just a fist and feet as he just knocked.
Oh, that'd be all right. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be kind of cool.
Like, James Gunn cuts.
Yeah, like a little off screen. Yeah,
like a Family Guy thing.
Yeah. That'd be all right. I could live with that.
Apparently, as well, Justice League Unlimited is going to be a bit channeled there.
Okay.
Justice League is going to be like it should be. It's a lot of the heroes.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can't wait. I'm trying to think. April, we're supposed to have a few things though. There's Rings of Power. She hasn't watched her episode of for the week, but yeah.
Rings of Power, Wheel of Time.
No, Wheel of Time. Oh my God, they're Amazon. All the names are like 3.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new season, the new episode yet. I was gonna watch it, and then I haven't had time. So.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna sit down and watch that after the show.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Relax.
There you go.
Get to work. My Chromebook.
Oh, you probably can.
Probably.
Yeah. All you gotta do is log into whatever.
Yeah, and just make sure your ad blocker's on.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you watch Prime and you have the ad-supported Prime, if you watch through a browser and you have an ad blocker, the ads don't show up.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. So, what was that?
It was just me and get a little tip, my little dance.
Doing your little dance? Your little chair
dance? Home can see. But yeah, there has been too much on even like little movies. I was playing around with a game called Squirrel with a Gun.
Apparently, the new Snow White Disney movie has been abysmal.
Dead last. It is so bad. So bad. And Disney's trying to pump it. I'm like, no,
Gal Gadot is such a horrible actress. I'm sorry, she's so wooden.
I thought they were blaming the...
Both of them are getting it, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No.
God, it's just so bad.
No.
They apparently changed the story of it, right?
Why?
They're gonna change Lilo and Stitch.
They wanted it to be more like modern, I guess.
Oh, for the love of God.
I guess maybe would be okay because, Snow White as a whole is basically about a young girl whose stepmother wants to kill her because she's jealous of her, and she gets rescued she poisons apple, puts her into a coma, and gets rescued by a prince.
Okay.
Who carries her off.
Okay.
Now, there's some speculation of whether or not he's taking her, he actually wakes her up or not, or if they go off to heaven, but that's another thing altogether.
Okay. It's way too much symbolism there, but okay.
But they want it to modernize it, as in the whole I don't need no man to rescue me kind of thing, and
Snaphead Bob.
This is a story about her reclaiming her kingdom from her stepmother.
Okay.
And it could be okay. They did it well in the TV show Once Upon a Time.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Once Upon a Time, that was the backstory of, Regina, which was the evil stepmother.
Yep.
And Snow White. They actually did it quite well.
Right.
But
so
they tried too hard with this one, and then they changed some fundamental things of the dwarves and the songs and yeah.
This is the thing that irks the hell out of me when it comes to these remakes and reboots and everything else. I know a lot of them are older and the sensibilities of the time have changed. But if you don't modify them and don't modernize them correctly, you are going to have nothing but like you said, an abysmal flop on your hands, right? Like you gotta be able to look at where these stories came from and say, okay, now what do we need to modernize to make this relevant to today's society? Or can we just tell a fun story without everybody getting so friggin' offended about everything? Don't get me wrong. I'm all about acceptance and, we all get along. But you take something, the story of Snow White is what? Ancient. Is it not? Like, I don't know the full...
The first one.
Grim.
It's their first animated movie, I do believe.
But even like the original story was, Sean, you just said Brothers Grimm, wasn't it? Was a Brother Grimm story. So we're talking about...
That one ended a little differently,
like
too.
1700s, 1800s?
Yeah, you know what they did with the stepmother in that? They had hot iron shoes that threw her and she danced herself to death in them.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know, right? It's just...
I don't know. She was screaming every time.
Yeah. But yeah, like, go ahead, Angel Sky. Yeah.
But the Snow White story was never supposed to be complicated.
No.
It was never supposed to be complicated. It was about a young girl whose stepmother was jealous of her because she was supposed to be, the fairest of
them all. Yeah.
And wanted her to be gone, to be rid of.
Yep.
And she gets away from her, or she doesn't escape because Hunter lets her go. And she gets found by a bunch of dwarves in the forest. Now, whether or not they're, dwarves or magical creatures, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
And taken in by them, and then the stepmother finds out she's still alive, so she decides to take care of it herself, tries to poison her, ends up poisoning her, and then, like I said, the prince comes and saves her. Let's take the whole story.
Yep.
There's nothing mind-blowing or layered about it.
Yep. Yep, that's right. I mean, and we're running out of time here, guys. We've only got about 2 minutes or so left. But I mean, like that goes part and parcel with one thing I believe it was Stephen King once said, because somebody was looking for deep meaning in his stories, and I'm pretty sure it was Stephen King. Now, if you're familiar with Stephen King's writing, they're very fantastical, very horror centric, very kind of eldritch kind of stuff. He has done some science fiction, but it's mostly horror and whatnot. And he said, like, don't look for any deeper meaning in these stories. I just write down what comes to my head.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, as Freud would say.
Yep, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Duck is just a duck.
A duck is just a duck, unless it's Darkwing Duck, and then that's even cooler. So, I don't know. Like, I think we've kind of gone a little bit too far.
About this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media. You're watching Rogers TV.
Today, I helped a senior find transportation to an important medical appointment.
Today, I helped a new mom find virtual programming so she didn't feel so isolated.
Today, I helped someone understand new government supports.
Every day, 211 navigators connect Canadians to critical government and community programs and services.
211. Help starts here.
Saturdays, it's hockey like you've never seen before. Welcome to the NHL Hockeyverse. It's the place where real data of NHL action is transformed, literally, into animations. Combining NHL Edge puck and player tracking data with animations to show hockey like never before.
Let's go inside the helmet.
That's right. This is no video game. The NHL Hockeyverse Matchup of the Week, Saturdays at noon on Sportsnet.
When I was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, I was deteriorating in front of everybody. All my life I lived with sickle cell. I went through a tragic crisis that put me in a coma for 3 weeks. While I was in there, I received a lot of blood to put me in a healthier state.
I was given the plasma then through IVIG. Even though that happened so long ago, it still has a massive impact on me today.